Hey everybody, this is Josh here, aka Bearded Fat Loss, and today I'm going to go over 3 tips to help you with your flexible dieting or if it fits your macro style diet. Alright, so tip number 1 I have for you is prepping your meals. Now this is a very important one. You're a lot more likely to eat something that's off plan if you don't have that food prepared and ready to go. At the end of a long day, coming home from school or coming home from work, it's a lot easier just to reheat something in the microwave compared to having to cook a whole meal. And on top of that as well, prepping that food in advance is actually going to save you time, compared to having to cook that night, but also compared to even going through a fast food drive-through. The hour or two you might spend on the weekend prepping food for the whole week is going to be a lot less time and a lot less money than going through the drive-through. Alright, so tip number 2 I wanted to go over is invest in a food scale. They have food scales you can buy on Amazon for probably less than 10 bucks. This is an essential tool for tracking your diet. Volume measurements using measuring cups and things can be wildly inaccurate when it comes to tracking your calories and tracking your macros. That food scale makes it a little bit easier for you, and it lets you know that you're going to be 100% certain. When they give you those nutrition facts, it's based off of weight, not based off of volume. This is just going to give you a lot more accurate of a representation of the food that you're eating. Alright, and the third tip, and probably my favorite out of these 3, is plan and track your meals in advance. I was at the end and in the thick of my diet. I would actually log all of my food onto MyFitnessPal, the night before or the morning of the day. So that way when I started off my day, it wasn't a question as to what I was going to eat. It helped remove all of that stress and all of that concern out of the equation. It's all about controlling the controllables. If you go into each day with a plan, you're a lot more likely to succeed. You want to set yourself up for success, and I think planning ahead and planning in advance is going to be the easiest way to do that. On that Sunday when I'm prepping my food, I'll go through and log Monday or Tuesday because I know what I'm eating since I just prepped it. Just makes it a lot easier, I promise. I might sound a little crazy or a little over controlling. Just helps take out all of that stress from your day. Just makes things a little bit easier to stick with. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Just to recap, tip number 1, make sure to prep your food. Tip number 2, invest in a scale so you can accurately track that food that you prepped. And tip number 3 is going to be logging that food in advance before you eat it so you stay on plan. If you guys want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this one, leave it a like. It really does help me out a lot. And leave a comment below if you have any questions about this. I'm always more than happy to help for you guys. But until next time, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.